also depending on how you prepare your butternut. So what I normally do is chop it up the way I've done on the video, and then what I do next is obviously rinse it, and then after rinsing it, I boil it. Essentially, put it in a pot. Well, don't put it at six, because when you put it at six, what normally happens is, who's calling me? I think I know who it is. Anyway, sorry guys, the call was very long. It was longer than I had expected. But yeah, as I was saying, ideally do not put it on six. Put it on like 5 or 4, so that it cooks slowly and properly. Because at six, normally six burns things, So um, ideally maybe like a 4, a 5, or even a 3 at times, right? So now I boiled it for approximately 30 minutes, and it does feel slightly soft, because also you don't want it to be too soggy, or like for it to have too much water. The point is for it to be just soft enough for you to be able to mash it up nicely with the masher or whatever you'll be using, because I normally use a wooden spoon, because wow, yeah, just to mash it up and soften it up for me to enjoy it the way I prefer it. And then I'd add brown sugar, brown sugar specifically, yes. I'd add brown sugar. At home they use white sugar, I don't know why, but I prefer brown. And then I add margarine, rama to be specific. um yeah, and sometimes also I do not go for the I actually go for the already chopped up butternut, either from Checkers or Woolies. I think I'll just show the pictures of the one that I prepared sometime early this year. It was from Woolies. Yeah, so for with that one, it's already sliced up, it's already diced up, and the purpose of dicing it up, in my case, is just for it to ripen or be ready quicker. Um, yeah, and I think I'll show you guys once it's done boiling and it's soft and okay, cool. Just so that you're not eating the margarine that's not properly melted. Well, you can use any kind of margarine here. I know I said rama. I love rama. I prefer rama over any other margarine brand. Yeah, so I know the portion is quite small, but it's because I literally just want to have a quick lunch. Um, Another thing I forgot to tip you guys on is that when you buy the already sliced or already chopped ones, actually you can freeze them, and when you've frozen them, what happens is that you would have to be very mindful of them when you're preparing those ones. Because so how I do it is I take them in their frozen state, literally, and just put them in the pot with little to nothing amount of water. Because firstly, if it's frozen, it means it still has water in and of itself. So what I then do is put it in the pot in its frozen state, and then allow it to melt. Um, and then if there is a need for me to add water, because for some weird reasons the frozen ones cook quicker, even though they are not pre-cooked. But if they were frozen, like I know even at home, because at home what we normally do is to buy a butternut in the state that the one that I've just prepared now was in, and then we chop them up, and then we put them in the freezer. So normally we get the big butternut, because I mean there's butternut, there's butternut, there is what's the other one? There's butternut, and then there is I forgot, but I know it's different because the other one is black, and then the other one is obviously the one that I had, which I think is butternut. I just forgot what the other one. Pumpkin. Yes, there's butternut, there's pumpkin, and then there's the black one. Yeah. So they're different, but in most cases, if we buy it like in its original state, what we would do is to peel it, obviously, so that it's easier when you cook it. You just go into the pot and you're ready to run. So normally when my mom buys, even if she buys the groceries during the week or whatever, what she does, she takes it and then we chop her. After chopping it, puts it inside the fridge. So as you may see, this was actually a book, because these are like the two covers of the book, so the back part and the front part, right? So I thought this was a sticker thingy, but actually I suki, but I know I'm gonna make a butterfly that's similar to these ones, or that has a color that resonates with the color scheme in this entire cover, just to cover this part up, right? So what I am trying to do here is to have I don't know what they call them, but those things that hang on the wall. And this one will be written the humble abode, because I mean, who are we? So it will be written the humble abode. So how I'm gonna connect to the journey to get us through the string. I think the string is little, because I remember when I was cutting it, I looked at it and I was like, will it be enough? But I don't know. I'll see. If it's not enough, then I know where to get more. So I'll try it out today. I also thought it was going to be very easy to just paste like a black background over here and then have a white bunch of letters that are going to speak to the humble abode, whatever. But it's not actually that easy because it needs to have volume. So instead of using paper, I might need to resort to using a paper box, or an actual box like a cardboard. So yeah, and I have this glue that I got from a very questionable place. I did not buy it. I just borrowed it somewhere. Yeah, so as I make and create this magic, I'm gonna take you guys through it, and then we'll just see how the end product is. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna use it as a holder for like a photo frame of sorts. Yeah, I'll just work my magic again, and then have it as I'll go to the crazy store and look at a couple of supplies that I would need for a successful photo frame. Yeah, boo. Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere. I'm done now. Not sure how I feel about this. Just so wait, let's see. I'm gonna have to put on the black shandies all over again. Looks the white shows. Let's see what happens if I cheat. Let me cheat her. Okay, cool. Looks better. Occur. Oh, finigitula. Okay, but whatever. But yeah, here is the final product. So ish, me and this art piece come a very long way because initially I didn't even know what I was gonna do with this art piece. Something that I created a while ago. And today I was just like, you know what, ngoba ngibhorekile and YouTube is not YouTubing. Let me just create this beautiful art piece, and I did. And I had actually drawn leaves around the piece as a frame of sorts, but it didn't slap. So what I then did was to put white papers around it, the white frame. That's what I decided to then do. And then it slapped, but I was like, maybe black is gonna make it slap even more, which is why I added the black border around the entire art piece. I still don't know what I'm gonna do on the other side, but for now I think I'm gonna put it like this. Wherever I'm gonna put it is going to sit like this. Honey, when you said